E.N.D here, day 7 for the spoilers of Modern Horizons 2. After the weekend, which usually will have very few spoilers, we start again with a full blast. From Courier, 1 white and 1 blue, 1 enters the battlefield, reveal the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them into your hand and the other into your graveyard. If you put an artifact card into your hand this way, you gain 3 life. Barbed Spike for 1 and 1 white, it's an artifact equipment, enters the battlefield, create a colorless top tier artifact creature token with flying and attached to it. Equip creature get +1/+0, equip 2. Foundation Breaker 3 and 1 green, it's a 2/2, enters the battlefield, you may destroy target artifact or enchantment, evoke for 1 and 1 green. Sphinx 7, 1 blue and 1 white, it's a 4/4, affinity for artifacts, flying and has also Cascade. Arcus Acolyte 1 white and 1 green, it's a 2/2, reach and lifelink and has also Outlast. Each other creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it has Outlast for 1 white or 1 green hybrid mana. Power Storage, an artifact land, enters the battlefield tapped, tap to add 1 colorless, tap to add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast artifact spells or activated ability of artifact. Modular 1. Arcpoint Juvenile for 1 white at 0/1, tap, remove X +1/+1 counters from it, it deals X damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Modular 1. Specimen Collector 4 and 1 blue, it's a 2/1, enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 green square creature token and a 0/3 blue crab creature token. When it dies, create a token that's a copy of target token you control. Radiant Epicure 4 and 1 black, it's a 5/5, Converge, enters the battlefield, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast this spell. Slack Strider 5 and 2 red, it's a 3/3, affinity to artifacts. For 1, sacrifice an artifact, it deals 1 damage to any target. Vrans Run Hydra for X and 1 green, it's a 0/0, it has reach, enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. Reinforce X for X and 2 blue, discard this card, put X +1/+1 counters on target creature. Yavimaya Elder for 1 and 2 green, it's a 2/1. When it dies, you may search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle. For 2, sacrifice it, draw a card. Rakdos Headliner for 1 black and 1 red, it's a 3/3, it has haste, it has echo for discarding 1 card. Rare cards. Svthis Hand of the Harvest, 1 white and 1 green, it's a 1/2 legendary enchantment creature. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Search the Premises 3 and 1 white enchantment. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, investigate. Doughty Voidwalker for 2 black, it's a 3/2, it has shadow. If a card will be put in opponent's graveyard from anywhere, instead exile it with a void counter on it. Tap, sacrifices, choose an exiled card an opponent owns with a void counter on it, you may play it this turn without paying any mana cost. Bloodbraid Mauler for 1 and 1 red, it's a 3/1, it can be blocked, it has Delirium. The spell has Cascade as long as you have 4 or more card types among cards into your graveyard. Thought Monitor for 6 and 1 blue, it's a 2/2, affinity for artifacts, it has flying. When it enters the battlefield, you draw 2 cards. This creature seems very hefty to play, but with an island, a mana crypt, and a Soul Ring, on turn 1 you can cast Thought Monitor. Yes, on turn 1 you can cast Thought Monitor with an island, a mana crypt, and a Soul Ring. CHITTERSPITTER for 2 and 1 green, artifact, at the beginning of your upkeep you may sacrifice a token. If you do, put an Acorn counter on CHITTERSPITTER. Squares you control get +1/+1 for each Acorn counter on CHITTERSPITTER. 1 green, tap, create a 1/1 green squirrel creature token. It's a nice artifact, especially synergy with those squirrels decks. Ripetide Laboratory, yes, Ripetide Laboratory will get a reprint in Modern Horizons 2 and will be new to Modern straight from Onslaught. Tap to add 1 colorless for 1 and 1 blue, tap, return target wizard control to its owner's hand. This was the last card spoiled for today, day 7 for the spoilers of Modern Horizons 2. Tune in tomorrow for the last couple of days of spoilers of Modern Horizons 2 and anything related to Magic the Gathering and the collectible world.